Whoa.
Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. Phoenix's expression just now, that was so awesome.
Yeah.
I wonder why, like, you only see the whites of his eyes when he does that.
Wait, what did he say? Oh, didn't they all die?
Yeah,
Okay.
didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever.
Right. That smile says it all.
What's it do you anyway? In all caps.
The truth?
In all caps.
Yes.
Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped.
Uh-huh.
In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was just seeing another man. Dun dun dun. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's transport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport added to the court record. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dun dun dun. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but she did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
What the heck?
In other words, she was a female pimp.
Yeah.
Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Wow, Mr. Payne. Wow. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Mr. Wright, I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I wait and see what happens or stop him from ejecting? Answering, whatever.
Maybe wait?
Oh, let's see what happens.
Okay.
Might be better not to get involved in this one. Well, Mr. Butts? Dude, no way! That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die, I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this! Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy. This is so not looking good.
Uh-huh.
See, there's his default expression again, pretty much.
Yes, it is.
You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Gulp? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Have him answer honestly or stop him from answering?
Well, hold on for a second. What he just said there kind of gave him away, right?
Yeah, he was there. So, but he didn't murder her. I know she didn't. I know he didn't, but he, so should we have him answer honestly, saying that, oh, I was there, really? Or stop him from answering at all?
Well, we should, I think him answering honestly, it would just like bring more positives to the case and we can get to the bottom of it easily.
Yeah, I would
you know?
say so too.
Yeah.
I know, I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there, I went. That was a really weird signal.
Yes.
He was just like, tell the, and then pointed, truth.
Yeah, I think he was just being sarcastic or something, I don't know.
Order! Well, Mr. Butts. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see that.
What?
Mr. Payne has the highest pitched voice I've ever heard. Objection!
Oh my god. That's scary.
That was a pretty close imitation of of his voice right there.
I wouldn't want to hear the actual one.
Objection!
Okay, we get it.
Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? prosecution who would like to call a witness who could prove that all that sympathized matters. Oh, just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sahwitz to the stand. He is the... Oh, God.
What?
I recognize his name. Oh, look at him! He's the one!
Son
Do
of
you remember? Do you recognize his face? It was from that thing. I'll blame it on him.
Oh, I've seen that. I've seen him.
Yeah, he's totally the one who did it. Mr. Sahwitz, you sell newspaper subscriptions, this is correct? Oh, yes. Newspapers, yes. Mr. Sahwitz, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Here we go. Witness's account. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead! I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. So he said it was, let's check when the murder happened. Oh! Hold on. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sahwitz used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Blackout record, Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, yes, Your Honor? You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, Wright. Alright, Wright.
Wow, it's a rhyme.
This is it, the real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why you expose the lies in the testimony the witness just gave? Lies? What? He was lying? Of course he was lying. Duh.
Huh?
Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony.
Yeah.
Or is it your client really guilty? No, he wasn't!
Huh?
How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between a court record and the witness testimony. Then, once you've found contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. That totally reminds me of the third game, where Mr. Grossberg says to Mia, rub it in old Greybeard's face.
Wow.
Talking about the judge. Okay.
Wait a second. Hold on. That has to be the main game, isn't it? Where you, like, while someone's talking and then you hear, objection! Is that the main part of it?
Yeah, he's going to say objection quite a few times.
Okay.
Touch the court record button and point out contradictions in the testimony. By the way, Phoenix's objection is like my favorite, honestly. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I don't care. So, we can't find any contradictions with any of these statements, but I think I saw one statement that was suspicious because I showed you some evidence earlier. That's not suspicious. This is what's suspicious because if you look at Cindy's autopsy report, it says that the time of death was 4 to 5 p.m.
Yes.
So, and he says it was exactly 1 p.m., which obviously that wasn't the time, so. You found the body at 1 p.m., you're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death sometime after 4 p.m. There is no body to
That's awesome.
to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
Answer me that.
Sorry, you probably wouldn't get that reference. Look up Phoenix Wright musical, and then you would get the reference. It's because Phoenix says something similar to that, but then it says it was 20 minutes instead of 3 hour. How do you explain this 20-minute gap?
Well, that's weird.
Oh, that! Oh, this is trivial. The witness nearly forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sahwitz, how are you so certain you'd find the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, right? Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart.
Yes.
Yep. And I know Sahwitz the one who did it. Wait, I remember now. If you care to give your testimony again,